Have you ever met someone who just feels like home? A person whose presence is so comforting and safe that you find yourself wanting to curl up in their energy and stay there forever? If you're nodding your head, there's a good chance you've encountered a Cancer man. These men, born under the sign of the celestial crab, are some of the most nurturing, sensitive, and deeply loving partners in the entire zodiac. But, as you might have already discovered, getting close to them isn't always straightforward. They are protected by a hard outer shell, and they don't just give their heart away to anyone. It's a treasure, buried deep, and it requires a special kind of person to unearth it. So, how do you do it? How do you move past that protective exterior and show him that your heart is a safe harbor for his? It's not about playing games or using manipulative tricks. Winning the love of a Cancer man is a journey of patience, sincerity, and understanding the beautiful, complex world that exists within him. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the crab to uncover the secrets to making a Cancer man fall deeply and irrevocably in love. First, to truly understand a Cancer man, we have to look to his ruling celestial body, the moon. Just like the moon controls the ocean's tides, it also governs the Cancer man's inner world, his emotions, his moods, and his instincts. This is why he can seem so changeable. One day, he might be bright, engaging, and full of life, like a brilliant full moon. The next, he might be quiet, withdrawn, and reflective, like a mysterious new moon. This isn't him being difficult or playing games. This is his nature. His emotions move in cycles, and learning to flow with these tides, rather than fight against them, is the first key to his heart. He doesn't need you to fix his moods. He just needs to know that you'll be there, holding a safe space for him, regardless of which phase the moon is in. Then there's his symbol, the crab. Think about it. A crab has a tough, protective shell for a reason. It guards a very soft, vulnerable interior. This is the perfect metaphor for a Cancer man. On the outside, he can seem reserved, cautious, and maybe even a little distant at first. He uses this shell to protect himself from a world that can often feel too harsh for his sensitive soul. He's deeply afraid of being hurt, and his biggest fear is emotional rejection. So, he watches. He observes. He waits to see if you are a safe person to let into his world. Trying to force your way past this shell with aggressive tactics will only make him retreat further. The only way to get him to open up is by demonstrating, time and time again, that you are gentle, trustworthy, and sincere. Patience is your superpower when it comes to a Cancer man. He operates on his own timeline, and he needs to feel completely secure before he even considers taking a step forward. So, what is he looking for from behind that shell? What are the qualities that make him think, this is it? This is the person I can build a life with? Above all else, a Cancer man craves security. This isn't just about financial stability, though that is important to him as he loves to be a provider. The security he truly yearns for is emotional. He needs a partner who is a rock, someone steady, loyal, and emotionally consistent. He needs to know that you're not going to bolt the moment he shows his vulnerability or has a moody day. He's looking for a true partner, a co-creator of a safe and loving world. He is not interested in fleeting romances or casual flings. For a Cancer man, love and commitment are intertwined. He dates for keeps. He is subconsciously searching for the person he can build a home with, both literally and figuratively. This brings us to his deep, instinctual connection to home and family. A Cancer man's home is his sanctuary. It's his nest. It's the one place in the world where he can lower his defenses and truly be himself. He's a homebody at heart and would much rather have a cozy night in, cooking dinner together and watching a movie, than a wild night out at a crowded club. If you want to make him fall for you, you need to appreciate and contribute to this sense of sanctuary. Show him that you also value comfort, peace, and the simple joys of a shared life. And then there's family. Family is everything to a Cancer man. His bond with his own family, especially his mother, is often incredibly strong. He carries the values and traditions he grew up with into his adult life, and he dreams of creating his own family one day. He is looking for a partner who will not only fit into his existing family but who will also be a wonderful co-parent to his future children. Showing respect for his family is non-negotiable. If you criticize his loved ones or show disinterest in his stories about them, you're creating a massive red flag in his mind. Now that we understand his core needs, security, home, and family, let's talk about the practical things you can do to capture his attention and win his trust. The single most important rule is to be absolutely, 100% genuine. A Cancer man has a built-in radar for insincerity. His intuition is incredibly sharp, and he can feel it when someone is not being authentic. Playing hard to get, acting aloof, or trying to make him jealous will backfire spectacularly. These tactics create emotional insecurity, which is the very thing he's trying to avoid. He's not looking for a chase, he's looking for a safe harbor. So, be yourself. Let him see your own gentle, caring nature. Speaking of which, the way to a Cancer man's heart is through nurturing. He is the Zodiac's ultimate nurturer, but he secretly yearns to be nurtured in return. He needs to know that someone is looking out for him, too. This doesn't mean you have to mother him. It's about the small, thoughtful gestures that say, "I care about you." Ask him about his day and truly listen to the answer. Remember the little details he tells you. If he's had a stressful week, suggest a relaxing night in. And, of course, the classic advice is true for a reason. The way to a Cancer man's heart is often through his stomach. Cooking a meal for him is more than just feeding him, it's a profound act of love and care in his language. It says, "I want to nourish you. I want to make you feel good." Inviting him over for a home-cooked dinner is one of the most romantic dates you could possibly suggest. Another powerful way to connect with him is to open up and show your own vulnerability. This might seem counterintuitive. Why would you show your soft side to someone who is so guarded? Because it signals to him that you are a safe person. When you share something personal and real about yourself, you are essentially telling him, "I trust you with my feelings." This gives him the courage to, eventually, trust you with his. It creates a bond of mutual empathy. He will see you not as a threat, but as a kindred spirit who understands the complexities of the human heart. But remember, this is a slow dance. Don't unload all of your emotional baggage on the first date. Share things gradually, organically, as your connection grows. Let him into your inner world, little by little, and it will encourage him to let you into his. As you get closer, you'll inevitably have to navigate his famous moods. One of the biggest challenges in a relationship with a Cancer man is learning not to take his emotional shifts personally. When he retreats into his shell, his silence isn't always about you. Often, he's just processing his own feelings, recharging his emotional batteries, or dealing with some external stress. The worst thing you can do is to poke and prod at his shell, demanding to know what's wrong. This will feel like an attack to him. Instead, the best approach is to give him gentle space while reassuring him of your presence. A simple, "I can see you're having a quiet day. Just know I'm here for you if you need anything," is perfect. It respects his need for solitude while reinforcing your emotional support. He needs to know that he can retreat to his cave to sort things out, and when he's ready to come out, you'll still be there, waiting with a warm smile. This builds immense trust. It shows him that his entire self, including the moody and withdrawn parts, is accepted and loved. Compliments are also incredibly important, but they have to be the right kind. A Cancer man can be quite insecure under his tough exterior. He needs reassurance, but he'll dismiss superficial flattery. Don't just say, "You look nice." Instead, compliment his character, his kindness, his sense of humor, or his ability to make you feel safe. Tell him how much you appreciate the way he took care of that problem for you, or how his passion for his hobby is inspiring. These are the compliments that land directly in his heart. They show that you see him, the real him, beyond the surface. As your relationship deepens, you'll find that his love is expressed not in grand, dramatic gestures, but in quiet, consistent acts of devotion. He's the man who will remember your favorite coffee order. He'll put a blanket over you when you fall asleep on the couch. He'll be your biggest champion and your fiercest protector. His love is a protective fortress. Once you are inside, he will defend you with everything he has. To make him fall in love, you have to show him that you are worthy of being protected. And how do you do that? Through loyalty. Loyalty is the bedrock of his entire emotional world. For a Cancer man, betrayal is the ultimate wound, one from which he may never fully recover. He needs to see that you are on his team, through thick and thin. This means standing up for him, keeping his secrets, and never, ever making him feel like he has to compete for your affection. He needs to be your one and only, and he needs to feel that in his soul. Once he feels that unwavering loyalty from you, his own devotion will know no bounds. So, let's recap the journey to a Cancer man's heart. It begins with understanding his lunar nature, the ebb and flow of his emotions. It requires patience as you wait for him to emerge from his protective shell. It's about recognizing his deep need for emotional security, a comfortable home, and a strong family connection. You attract him not with games, but with genuine sincerity and a nurturing spirit. You show your love through small acts of care, through cooking for him, and by creating a cozy haven together. You earn his trust by being a loyal and steady presence, a safe harbor in the stormy seas of life. You learn to navigate his moods with gentle reassurance rather than pressure. And you open your own heart, showing him your vulnerability so he feels safe enough to show you his. Loving a Cancer man is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a process of slowly, carefully building a foundation of trust so strong that nothing can shake it. He doesn't fall in love quickly or lightly. But when he does, he loves with a depth and intensity that is truly profound. To be loved by a Cancer man is to be cherished, to be protected, and to finally understand what it feels like to come home. It's a love that builds a future, nurtures a family, and lasts a lifetime. It's a journey that requires your softest heart and your most patient soul, but the destination, a place in the very center of his, is worth every single step.